Hey, what's up, you guys? This is DX Strike, and you're watching DX Strike Control. All right, today I came across some information, a rumor, bull crap to me. I'm going to really take this with a grain of salt. As you can hear from my voice, it sounds like a whole pipe dream, this thing. So we're going to get into it, okay? All right, so I'm surfing the internet, and I came across this article that's on inverse.com. This article was made by Danny Payez, and it's about gaming, and it's based on Daredevil and Wolverine, and the title is called Daredevil and Wolverine ps5 leaks. Sounds like Spider-Man meets God of War. All right, let's move on. So I'm going to read this article, and it starts off like this. Marvel's Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 set a new standard for open world superhero games, and there could be many more that emerge on PS5 and Xbox Series X after the next-gen consoles launch later this year. A rumor circulating online Wednesday claims that Marvel is licensing out separate games starring Daredevil and Wolverine. The former sounds like a mix between Marvel's Spider-Man and Batman Arkham games, and the latter seems reminiscent of God of War. This unconfirmed leak stems from a post by an anonymous user on the sketchy message board 4chan. But there is some evidence that Marvel wants to create a new, more interactive cinematic universe for its beloved franchises through the video games. Let's move on. Yeah, they have like a little picture of the leaks. It says a complete list of alleged 4chan leaks based on Marvel games. The text is so small, I can't read that. My eyes is hurting just, looking at it. I'm not even squinting my eyes, and my eyes is killing me. So I'm not even going to try to read that. So we're just going to move on from that. All right. The article continues, and it says Marvel's Spider-Man for the PS4 sold more than 13.2 million copies worldwide as of July 2019, and Sony's acquisition of its developer Insomniac Games all but confirmed a sequel. Plus, Square Enix's upcoming Marvel's Avengers is yet another hint that Marvel wants its heroes in consoles and PCs everywhere. That plan will almost certainly carry over to next-gen consoles. Alright, I think I'm about to hack this name, but forgive me. Eric Monacelli, the director of production at Marvel Games, teased that he and his team had big plans for the PS5 in October 2019 tweet. Earlier that year, 5 former members of Blizzard Entertainment revealed that they were working on an unannounced Marvel game for mobile platforms. I don't really care for mobile games like that. I mean, it just makes you mad that they look so amazing and then they own a lesser thing. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah, moving on. Alright, it says the company clearly wants to expand Marvel's presence in the video game industry, which makes the possibility of a Daredevil and Wolverine game on next-gen consoles not far-fetched at all. Here's what those titles might end up looking like. Alright, the first game, which is Daredevil. Marvel's Daredevil. The 4chan user claims Marvel is cooking up a single-player, story-driven Daredevil title that will release on the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC in late 2021 or 2022. They claim to be in touch with someone who either works at Marvel Games or has a close connection to the brand who spilled the beans on the company's future plans. The alleged Daredevil game is said to be open world and set in modern-day Chicago with a noir-style detective game vibe. That sounds cool. That's already a bit of a red flag since Daredevil, canonically lives in New York City, but that could have been done on purpose in order to distinguish it from Spider-Man PS4, which is based in New York City. That's a dope picture. I like that picture. Its map was said to be 65 square miles. That will be more than triple the size of Spider-Man's, which was estimated to be around 18.95 square miles. The leaker explained that the game would leverage the next-gen console's solid-state drives and upgraded hardware to make this possible, but they also revealed that traversing the game could be more limited compared to the roaming in Spider-Man. Players might only be able to free roam at nighttime, and most missions would take place under the cover of darkness, which fits the story since Matt Murdock moonlights as a mass vigilante in the comics and Netflix series. This nighttime travel could be made easier with an echolocation mode that was said to highlight clues related to gamers' active missions. Finally, the combat was compared to the Arkham series and Mad Max fighting styles. It says a customizable skill tree, which suggests it could be a big focus on melee encounters. Plus, one of the main baddies might be Bullseye, a psychopathic hitman with a grudge against Daredevil. Now, the Batman Arkham series just set the tone for superhero characters like Spider-Man and Daredevil and Captain America and stuff like that. They just set the tone for how, you know, the mechanics should play as far as combat. It's just perfection. And all they're going to do is just take something that's pretty good and not broken and just add whatever those characters' superpowers entails, whatever, and just make pretty much a whole totally different system. So I'm fine with that, if this is true. All right, now moving on. Marvel's Wolverine. The 4chan post also briefly mentioned the possibility of a Wolverine game that is said is in the early development, unlike the alleged Daredevil game. This title is said to be more linear and not open world. The leaker compared it to how players progress through God of War 2018. This game could take another 2 or 3 years before it's released. There go your boy Wolverine right there. Alright. Now this, I guess it says the inverse analysis. Like, this is pretty much how they feel about the situation, their take on this rumor that just came out on Wednesday. So it says these supposed leaks are within the realm of possibility based on the series of hints from Marvel games. There's not much to parse with the Wolverine game, but the Daredevil title could be a smash hit if it nails the parkour and traversal mechanics just like Spider-Man did on PS4. Daredevil's signature multi-purpose baton comes with a grappling hook that will be a satisfying way to swing around Chicago. Plus, the developer could create a dynamic combat system that allows for melee combos using the baton and its grappling hook, a lot like Spider-Man's webs. To top things off, Marvel has previously tried to get a Daredevil game off the ground with developer 5000 Feet Inc. in the early 2000s. I remember that. I seen the trailer. I was mad. I was mad when he canceled it because I was following that game pretty hard. However, after troubled development history, the game was canceled and never hit shelves. It's possible that Marvel wants to make its long-lost vision a reality, but there's one crucial detail missing from the leaks that hurt their credibility: a developer. Yeah, if you don't hear about a developer, it just makes that information even more, you know what I'm saying, more credible. Alright, and it says Marvel Games typically outsources the development by licensing the rights to intellectual property out to game developers instead of making games in-house. The 4chan post doesn't mention anything about who Marvel might be partnering with, which kind of makes it seem like they pulled these predictions from thin air. For now, these leaks are nothing more than exciting ideas that could be a part of Marvel Games' next-gen console plans, but we'll need more concrete information to know if this is more than fan fiction. Yeah, I'm pretty much siding with these guys. These sound like really good pipe dreams, especially the Daredevil one. That one sounds more, I guess, more believable than the Wolverine one. Judging off, the Wolverine one doesn't really have that much information. But then again, when you say, hey, a Daredevil game, you already going to have ideas of what, if you especially have information on the character of what could be in the game, parkouring, as far as him traversing, him using different hook things, with hook mechanics with his baton and stuff like that. That's just stuff that a fan of that character, if they say, they should come out with a Daredevil game, that's the stuff that you would list in the Daredevil game. So I guess that could be also taken as light as the Wolverine one. I seen the old Daredevil game that was supposed to come out in the early 2000s. They have a trailer for it. I can put a link in the description of this video so you can check it out. They sound really exciting. I pretty much would be down for a Wolverine game in the style of God of War. That sounds like a really cool idea, especially because Kratos and Wolverine pretty much have a similar personality, especially with the whole rage thing. They would have a whole rage mechanic just like the 2018 God of War. Based off his character, I can't see him being free roam. So, that approach would make so much sense. It would make so much sense because I can't see him being free roam. It could only be linear. based off of the type of hero he is. And they could also throw in like a Metal Gear type of style, because Wolverine does do stealth, and they had stealth in the Wolverine Origins game, and also they had stealth in the X2 Wolverine's Revenge. They were two of the best Wolverine games, or two of the best X-Men games I ever played. So yeah, I can see this working. This sounds pretty cool, but like I said, take it with a grain of salt. These, like I said, these sound like really good pipe dreams. I would love for this to happen. These sound like very good ideas, but hey, we'll take with it what you will. We just gotta wait and see, guys. Wait and see. So all right, I'm DX Strike, and you're watching DX Strike Control. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification to get the notifications on my channel. I'm out. Peace.